Hi, Linda. Welcome. I was getting some things together here. Out before we get started, but he'll probably still bark. Minute, and then we're going to get started. I have 4 cards. Yep, 4 cards to show you tonight using one of the new suites in the new catalog. Hello, Tina. Linda's on too. Started. It's 8 o'clock. So let me get around here. Just quick. Not working with the current demonstrator. Hi, Helen. Welcome. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. Okay. Not working with a current demonstrator. Just let me know. I will be glad to send you the catalogs. Celebration is good until the end of this month. Mini catalog and the annual catalog is good till the end of April. And I am going to be showing you one of the suites in the catalog. I had put down Lifetime of Love, but the actual suite is Forever Love. And for one price, you can get everything on this page, which includes these Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems. Bring that up so you can see it. This ribbon, which is 3/8 inch Pretty Peacock and gold ribbon. Okay. Also, it's these envelopes and card kit. And we are going to be using one of these cards on one of the cards tonight. And they are the gold foiled flower cards and envelopes. But look at this envelope. It'll be 20 years May 4th, Lynn. 20 years May 4th. I was a demonstrator for 20 years. My sister and I were stamping before that. We were always into crafts, my sister and I. So we were stamping before I joined Stampin' Up. And then it has this pretty paper, and we'll be using this. Show you real quick. This is one design, and that's the back side. This is one. It's foil on one side, gold foil. And then this side is Petal Pink. And then you have this design, and the dies will cut some of these out. I think this one, it cuts out. And then the back side of this one. And this design, now this one you have to fussy cut, which you see I did, but we're not using this one. And then this side. And then we have this one. This would be really nice for a scrapbook page. Just cut a strip down and make it as on the side. And then this side. I think that was all of them. Up, and then this one. And then you turn that one over. that is all of the paper. Moody Mauve, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, and Very Vanilla are the color of that coordinates with this suite. Okay. Kits collection. We have 2 new kits coming out. Came out yesterday. It is. Let me get the bigger one. Happy House Plants. You get 4 frames and all the die cuts to make the 4 frames. And welcome. And then the Happy Birthday Sparkle Kit. And I don't know if you can see that. That's what the 4 frames would look like. And well, I guess I didn't print out the one where you could see. It's tags. Oh wait, there it is. Oh no, never mind. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah, like I said, Lynn, sorry, my sister and I, we did wooden crafts, we did scrapbooking. My daughter, the oldest daughter, was a consultant for Creative Memories, so we were doing that, and but we weren't demonstrators for that. I went to my first Stampin' Up! When I worked at H&R Block. I drug my sister along with me. The older lady, one of the tax preparers, invited me, and that's where I kind of got hooked. And I booked a party off of her and went to the workshop, but the lady that was there, she didn't have any catalogs, but I had to make my appointment, for my workshop, and it didn't suit her, so she kind of like went off to another place because I never had it from her. Then my niece got into it, went to her party, booked a party for myself, and when I had my workshop, is what they call it, that's when I signed up. So, okay, this is the stamp set, and it also comes with dies. And I will be using this die here, okay, and I used, did I use this one? No, sorry, I used this. No, I didn't. I stamped it. I used that first one I showed you. Sorry. We're going to get started. I'm not going to talk any more about what I'm using. First one is this one here, and it's what we call a book card, and you would open it up, okay? Now, when you cut the card down, let me get the card here. When you get the card down, or to cut it down, you're going to cut it at 4 inches, okay? And then you're going to flip it over this way and cut it 4 inches. Then you're going to have this piece here that has that crease where it would fold. Just save that. Don't throw it away. And you're going to cut this down to 5 1/4, because that's what size this is, okay? The length. The width is 3. Yeah, the width is 3. This is a 1/2 inch, I think it would be, by 5 1/4. Your card base is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Sorry, yeah, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to get my scoring tool here, because we're going to score this. Oh, I already did, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, this is on the 8 1/2 inch side, okay? You're going to score it at 3 1/4 and 4 1/4. That's going to make your book-like card. I already went ahead and cut my paper, and I made sure I kept the one I wanted. This has your 3 roses like this here, and that's the one I wanted. Okay, the other one is more open flowers. So we need this, and this is actually 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, this is for the inside. This is 3 by 5 1/4, and this is very vanilla. This is the piece I cut when I cut the 2 pieces, cut the card apart. Okay, and this is what's going to go inside. This is for the hinge, and then it's these 2 here, and I'm using Memento Black, Petal Pink. That's what this is. This is a 2-inch circle. This is 1 3/4 inch circle. I am going to be using dark Petal Pink blend and our dark soft seafoam blends. Okay, so we're going to fold this in half at the 4 1/4 mark. Okay, and then where you scored it at 3 1/4, you're going to fold that back. Okay, that is going to give you your bookmark, your book-like paper card. This goes inside, so we can put that in a while. But first, you're going to glue this strip. Is the 1-inch strip here. You're going to glue that down a while, because we're not putting anything on the inside here. So we're just going to put that down. Then we're going to lay this on the inside. Then we're going to take that 1/2 inch that we had left over, and I did not cut that to 5 1/4. So let me get my trimmer here. We're going to cut that at 5 1/4. Okay, so we can put that in the inside. Here. Okay, this is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. That's going to go alongside here. This is a very simple, easy card to do, and it's what we call a fun fold. And it's probably one of the easiest fun folds that you can quickly produce. So we're going to take our dark Petal Pink, and these 3 roses I am going to color in. Well, we ain't going to use that side. I use this color a good bit. My tip's not very good. Color that in real quick. We're going to do this one. And a little bit of embossing too tonight heat embossing. And then this one. Use your Stampin' Write markers on this if you want. Okay. Then we're going to take our dark seafoam. Oh, wrong end. Nope, that's not what I used. Let's see. I'm gonna use my soft seafoam marker, Stampin' Write marker for that, and I'm just gonna color this in. I need to update some of my blends. I have a lot of them, when I open them, the alcohol runs splashes. I don't know why it does that. They told me that it should be laying like this, and that's how I have them stored, but for some reason it's still doing it. So due to that, that's going to go on the front. Your blends will bleed through your paper, so when you turn it over, don't worry about that, okay? They will bleed through. They're alcohol-based ink. And then you're going to lay this down, line it up to, see where I cut this off? You can match, it lines up with the flowers on this side. And that is your book fold, okay? Then you're going to take this, and we're going to use out of the perennials postage stamps. Happy Mother's Day. Say that 3 times for me, would ya? And we're gonna a block, and we want to make sure it's straight. So I'm going to stamp it on here first, and then we're going to stamp it on the Very Vanilla. Okay. Now, if you notice to this, this is actually white. What I did was I punched it from one of the envelopes, and instead of using the Very Vanilla side, I must have used the white side. And then we're just going to glue this on to the Petal Pink 2-inch circle. Gets dimensionals. I had them here. There they are. And we're gonna okay. That's going to go down here, like so. Then we are going to take the rainbow adhesive dots, and we are going to use the Petal Pink, and we're going to put one in this flower here, and a smaller one in this one here. And then we're just going to take another one, and we're going to put it there. And that is card number 1. Okay? Very easy. Card number 2 is this one here. I have a piece of white that will go on the inside here. Okay, basic black. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. So we're gonna fold this up. Remy, are you laying down? You're being good tonight. Okay. Piece of Balm and Blue, 5.25 by 4. That is going to go on here, but before we do, we are going to use this flower here, the smaller one. Yes, I cut around my stamps because when you have a lot of edges on the side and you go, and if you press too hard on your stamp pad, you'll get ridges. So I cut. And when I first started with Stampin' Up, we used to had to cut all of our stamps out of the rubber. So I still trim mine when they are really needs trimmed. All I'm gonna do is stamp on the outer edge of the paper. Close this up. We can put this on our, now I'm going to put the thing, the middle in first. This is 4 by 5.25. I'm going to put that in the inside a while. Okay. Before I put it all together, I went and I put a piece of basic white on our, hi Brenda, welcome. Glad you could make it. I put a piece of basic white on our adhesive sheets. The reason being, this is so fine and it's a little hard to use your glue, liquid glue, unless you get our fine tip. We do have a real fine tip glue. Then, if you can get it started, the backing will come off and it will be sticky, like a sticker. You just pull it off. Lay this on here where you want it. It's straight, looks good, and just tap it down. Okay. This is the center. We are going to put that on the inside, but before we do, we are going to stamp. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. So, put using Memento Black again. Make sure it's straight. Good. And move it up just a little. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, okay. Ink it up. Bring this over. And you're gonna just eyeball it. You want it kind of like in the center. Like so. Then what you're gonna do is peel the backing off of this because you have the whole image in, the whole die in on the basic white, and this is sticky. So you want to slide those in and just make sure it goes in right. And then you have your center there. Okay? Then I took, I think it was Granny Apple Green, and I just colored the leaves in right over the blue. Then we can put that on the front. And then I am gonna grab my, maybe, I know they're in here because they're like right in the front, that are rhinestones. And we're gonna put this one here. And then we're gonna go to the smaller ones. Put one there. I was always told to make sure you put an odd number on. So with these two, I couldn't just put one, so I put 5 on. And that is card number 2. Okay. I'll close this up. Okay, card number 3 is where we're going to be doing some heat embossing. This is another card using the paper. And if you take notice, when I open this, this is the back side of the paper. So all you see is part of the cardstock here, and I'm going to show you what I did. I have 2 circles out of the Very Vanilla, 2" and 1 1/4. This is a piece of Very Vanilla. It is a 5.5 by 5.5. And this is 1 1/4 inch. So you're gonna score it at 1 1/4, okay? And you're gonna fold that over, okay? So let me get my bone folder. This piece is 4 1/4 by 5.5, okay? That's gonna slide under here. And that's gonna be the rest of your card, okay? So, and then this piece is 3/4, is 1 inch, because this is 1 1/4 by 5.5. And it goes like that. Before we put that down, we are going to be using our gold and silver 1/8 inch trim. And we're just going to cut a piece to go on the front there. Flip it over. And get some glue here. Oh, I have there we go. get my stamp and seal. And I'm just gonna put some glue down to hold that ribbon. Bring it up here, lay it down, lay it down. Now, it kind of like brings up the ends on the paper, but when you get it down, you don't see that. But what I'm going to do now is take a glue dot, just fold it over once, and I'm going to lay it in the middle here, and it's going to hold that ribbon in place, okay? Then we can put that on our panel. So since I have the snail, I don't use the snail much. I'm sorry, the Stamp and Seal. Our old one is the snail. I like that the best. In fact, I'm still using it. Before they discontinued, I went and ordered a ton. Okay, so we're going to put that down there. Okay, I'm going to take and put, I'm going to use glue because I need to make sure I can wiggle around if I need to. So what I'm going to do, slide that in, lay that over, make sure it's even. We're going to bring that down. And there you have your card. I did not stamp anything on here, on the inside. Let's see if I can't get that down a little more. Okay, now, need to make a bow quick. You know, I make bows off camera and it don't take me this long. There we go. But and we're going to take another glue dot. We're going to lay it down there. And we're going to put our bow on there. Okay. Now we're going to go to the embossing. Let me bring my embossing stuff over. I'm using gold. I couldn't find my gold foil paper. I have some, and for the life of me, I could not find it. So we're going to make our own. So I don't need this. I'm going to take my Versamark, and I am going to lay the circle on the Versamark and get it pretty well juiced up the best I can. Gold embossing powder. And I'm going to lay it in here. I didn't want my fingers to touch. That's what happened on the other one. I'm going to lay that down. Close this up. get my heat gun. It's going to be a little noisy. And we're going to heat this up. I'm going to bring it up because you're going to see some magic when it starts heating up. Can you see it changing? Okay, that looks good. So, take that out. Move all this away. And you have your gold circle. Okay? Then I need to sending love and wishes. And that is out of, I thought it was out of this one. Wait. Sending love and wishes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's out of the preannual, that postage stamp set. And I need this one here. Need a block. Need to put it on straight. I do some more embossing. This is where the powder comes in. But before I do, I'm going to give you a tip. Before you do embossing with words, you want to make sure they're straight. Because when you use the Versamark, you don't see. So what you're going to do is so I need to had to figure out how I'm going to do it. Gotta clean that off. Now you didn't have to put embossing powder. You could have done it in black. But I figured everything else is gold, so you might as well do it. So we're gonna close that up. But before we do, this is our embossing buddy. It's a resin. Well, hello. How are you doing? Is it Inca? Ink? Inika? Inique? I'm sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. But you're going to tap this on. It will help the powder not to stick any place where you don't want it. Okay. Now we're gonna, whoops, wrong thing. Yeah, Versamark. Ink this up. And before I do that, I'm gonna take it out, lay it down, and I'm just gonna tilt it a little. Bring this back in. Put some embossing powder, gold. I think I judged that pretty good. And then we're going to bring our heat tool, heat gun, and we're going to heat this up. Yeah, I know, I thought of that, Linda, after I said that. Yeah, I realized after I said that I'm on a circle, so it's going to be straight. Okay. Alright, so we can put this stuff away so it's not in my way. And we're going to glue this right on the gold circle. And we're going to take some of that ribbon again. Just cut some off. And we're going to lay it down there. Some adhesive here. I'm going to trim this up a little. And dimensionals. Yeah, let me cut some off. Wow. Netherlands in the morning. Sometimes I'm just going to bed. Okay, and then we're just gonna lay this here on there. I'm gonna trim the ends off a little bit more. And there you have card number 3. Back hurts when I stoop a lot too. Okay, card number 3 done. And on the 4th one and last is this one here. Okay. Oh, I thought I colored these. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to watch me color. I went ahead and ran this through the embossing folder that goes with the celebration stamp set. This is on basic white, which is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And this piece is 3 3/4 by 5. I got Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and Bombing Blue. Okay, and we are going to sponge them up. Get my sponges here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one I used. I'm taking the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to tap it here, tap it off, and I'm just going to go in the corner. Like so. Up. I'm going to take the Melon Mambo. And then we can do the other corner. And then I'm going to take the Almond Blue, and we're going to go down the center. Then tap it off first. Okay. Some of that will probably get covered up. And then I took our deckled rectangles, and I used the third smallest one, I think it is, from the center, and I cut 3 out, and then I stamped the flower from this stamp set, and then I used our watercolor crayons, and I'm using Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and this one just says blue. This is out of our new collection of our watercolor crayons. And I'm just going to color the flowers in pretty quick. Don't have to be perfect. I forgot to do green, and this is Old Olive in here. Yep. And then the green. Then I'm going to go on with the blue, the same thing. Take the blender pen over the color, and it's going to make them smoother looking. Watercolor look. And I think the less you color, the lighter it would be. This one I really colored them in pretty good. So you're going to probably see a little bit of a difference doing it this way. But I wanted to color them all except for maybe one flower so you could see what I did. Them out of the way. I'm going to take my blender pen, and I'm going to do all the green first. And all you're going to do is just go over where you colored. You don't want to stay in one place because this is actually a wet solution, and it will start like eating your paper. It'll make it rough if you stay in one spot too long. Yeah, we can do that too, using the color lifter. Yeah, you're right. To be honest with you, I forget I had that color lifter. I don't use my blending brushes too often. I mean, my blends too often. You want to make sure you clean this off, and then you will go back in and do the flowers. And then go to the next one. And we'll go to the next one. So we're gonna glue this on, and I'm gonna get thank you for your friendship. And I need a longer block. I Memento black again. And we're gonna let's see if it's straight. Ones, if you don't get them on that block right, that looks good. Okay, so this is going to get stamped at the bottom. Now that's what we started with when I first started, was the blending brush or the blender pens. Okay, so that's going to go right about there. It still looks like it's crooked. This gets glued down. This is our glue, or liquid glue. I just put it in a smaller container because the tip's skinnier. And that's going to go right up here. And then I need dimensionals. I'm going to just get a full pack here. Maybe. Well, I guess we'll be cutting ends off. We'll just cut ends off. Oh, here's one. Let's put that one in the middle. One there. One there. One there. We'll take two of these bigger ones and put in the middle. Okay, so we want the yellow one. That's going to go here. Oh, then we need the pink one, and we're going to put it the same way around in the top and the bottom. Right, and then we're going to take the blue and put that in the middle, like so. Then we're going to take those them here. Here it is. Nope. Oh, wait. They're in here somewhere. Here they are. Okay. I took the lemon lolly and I put it on the yellow one. A large and a small. Remy. Then I took Balmy Blue, which is up here. The pink, I took the Calypso Coral. I'm sorry my dog's barking. He's laying on the couch. I guess he's ready to go to bed. And that's what I did. Oh, and you have to have odd numbers. So I took a small Balmy Blue, and I put one there. So it has 7 on. But that is my 4th and final card for tonight. I want to thank you all for coming. Some new faces tonight. I want to welcome you. Remy, I hope you have a great weekend. And I will see you back here on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Yeah, Tina, he's quiet tonight, but now he's barking. I guess he knows I'm soon done. So he'll probably want to go to bed. And it's too early for me. So, anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Linda. And I will see you back here on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And don't forget, if you have any questions, just send me an email at dkl333@comcast.net. My Stampin' Up! Page, thank you, Inca. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Thank you, Helen. Have a great night, and I will see you back here on Tuesday, 8 o'clock.